New Orleans Jazz National Historical Park presents Little Freddie King. For the audience that may be visually challenged, the performance space contains wood paneling on the walls, various rugs on the floor, and recording equipment spaced throughout to capture the concert. The band is spaced evenly within the space, with Little Freddie King taking center stage with his guitar. Nick Spitzer hosts and interacts with the musicians throughout the concert. Sit back, relax, and enjoy Little Freddie King.
Hello, my name is Jay Perdue. I'm a musical interpretation intern for the New Orleans Jazz National Historical Park Greener Youth Foundation HBCUI program. I want to thank you for tuning into today's Golden Hour, hosted by Nick Spitzer from American Roots. Today we have Little Freddie King, and I want you to enjoy the show.
Thank you, Ms. Jade. I'm Nick Spitzer from American Roots here at Marigny Studios, right along the riverside in New Orleans, down from the French Quarter. We got a man from McComb, Mississippi. Came to New Orleans a good long while back. He has jumped off freight trains. He has run for his life from a lady. He has played clubs like the Bucket of Blood. And not too long ago, he had a pretty bad bike accident. But he's made it to 80 years, and we are so lucky to have him here with us tonight. I know he believes as much in the power of the blues as in the power of the Lord for healing. Make him welcome Little Freddie King.
more time. Well, you know I can't get the one I'm loving. I ain't going down Highway 2 no more. Me and my baby can't get along. Always down there by the liquor store. No, me and my baby can't get along. Always down there by the liquor store. Well, you know I can't get the one I'm loving. I ain't going down Highway 2 no more. No, I can't do nothing, baby. Low down, high on what you do. No, I can't do nothing, baby. Low down, high on what you do. Well, you know I can't get the one I love. I ain't going down Highway 2 no more.
Yeah, little Freddie King. All right. Little Freddie, so good to see you.
You too, man. I'm really, really proud to see you.
Yeah. Love that song, Can't Do Nothing.
Can't do a thing, man.
Sometimes it is that way. You're looking good. You know, everyone can see you out there. Not on the radio. I'm just going to tell the radio folks, though, that you got it dressed out all the way. Maybe we'll put a picture of you out there on our website so they can check you out.
I really appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. Mm-hmm.
So, Freddie, when did blues become part of your life? I mean, when do you remember first hearing it or feeling there's something out there called the blues?
Well, actually, I was around about 5 or 6 years old, and my daddy, he used to play the guitar and when he get off from work on the porch. And I was his first fan. And I would sit there and watch him play all the time. And I said, I wish I could play. So I built up my nerve. I said, Dad, I want you to learn me how to play. He said, boy, I can't learn you how to play. You have to learn how to play yourself. I said, but I can show you 3 chords. So he showed me those 3 chords, and I didn't forget it. So when I wound up self-teaching myself, then I wound up using the same 3 chords.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you learned your lesson pretty well.
Really good. Really good.
You made it to 80 years this year, so you've been at it for a while.
That's the truth. I'm telling you, I've been scratching like an armadillo.
How does an armadillo scratch?
Man, he scratched a big deep hole. When he get it deep enough, then he run down there and ball up in and chill out.
When he needs to get away from the troubles of life, I guess, yeah. We'll catch up just a little bit more, but I see we got a tune here called Tough Frog.
Tough frog to swallow.
Yeah, what does a tough frog do?
Well, actually, he's so tough, that hide is so tough on him. It's something, he kind of must be cousin to the crocodile. So his skin is so tough.
Yeah.
You got to have a very sharp knife to cut it.
Yeah. I think if
And
push,
you can't fry them. You got to pawpaw them first.
I was gonna say if push came to shove, I think I'd rather wrestle the frog than the crocodile. All right, make him welcome one more time, little Freddie King and the band.
the Poka Street Boogie. On the very next corner was the Last Chance Lounge. Decided I would drop in there. So I went inside there and I said to the bar, where my old friends were. Cato and Earl King and Bobby Moshan down to 1800 block, Poka Street. So come on in, little Freddy King. It's time for a cold one. So they would sit down there. They was thinking and they was drinking. Down at 1800 block, Poka Street. That's a tough frog to swallow. So I look around the room. There's some fine, beautiful young ladies in there. Some of them tall, and some of them short, and some of them fat, and some of them skinny. Down to 1800 block, Poka Street. Baby, don't cut my throat. I ain't did nothing. So I got cantaloupe, I got watermelon, and I got cantaloupe. Now take you on the block, Poka Street. Now take you on the block, Poka Street.
This is American Roots Live. If you just joined us, it's little Freddie King. We're going to stay right in the barnyard and the swamp and jump from the tough frog to the chicken dance.
Yes, indeed. I used to run into all them frogs out there, and after it come a hard rain, and then when it get dusk dark, then they be crying for more rain. You ever hear the frogs crying, sing, and be praying for it to rain again?
No, I haven't heard that cry. Maybe I heard that little peeper out there is what I'm thinking of, yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
I have heard it cry now that I think about it. I didn't think they were crying, I just thought they were peeping.
Oh yes, indeed. They sing and they cry from about 6 o'clock until about 9 at night,
Yeah,
and it'd be done flooded,
yeah,
nothing but rain. So
yeah.
I said, now they begging for more rain. That's gonna make me have the blues more bad.
Yeah, too much rain is in the wrong
Because
place.
I can't get to work.
Yeah, huh?
Too much water.
Gotcha, yeah. A little closer to the house in the barnyard, we got the chickens, huh?
Exactly.
Okay, so let's see how... Oh, there we go. Rain or shine?
Rain or shine, sleet or snow.
told you to feed them chickens so they can do the chicken dance.
All right. That's a song for the chickens out there.
Right, the chicken and the roosters.
Yeah. I was about to say it's a new band, the Chicken Cluckers. Could be worse. Could have said the Brother Cluckers, I guess.
Like when we used to get out there on different jobs, where Wacko be done brought me to, and he said, man, ain't nobody here. I said, no, you got that wrong, Wacko. There's us two roosters out here.
Well, we got 4 roosters here this evening. I
Right,
suppose.
got 4 real
Well,
good-
maybe I get in the.
real
We got
good
too
roosters.
many roosters in this room.
It's a 4+1 right now. This is Little Freddie King. If you just tuned in to American Roots, and I want to let you know we got Bobby Lewis on the harmonica, Robert Snow over there on bass, and Wacko Wade back on the drums, and we'll get to meet everybody as the show goes on. But Little Freddie, I just wonder, you talked about your daddy and learning your 3 chords, but how did you get yourself an instrument? I know you're playing a fine-looking red guitar these days, electrified and everything, but back when, it's not so easy when you're a little kid to get an instrument, so you invented one.
Exactly, I made one.
Yeah.
So I made a guitar because my daddy beat me for breaking strings on his guitar.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty tough
So that
love.
definitely graduated me, made sure that I stay away from his guitar.
Uh-huh.
And so my mama said, sonny, you want to go to the store for me? I said, yeah, Mama, I'll be glad to. I run to the store for my mom, and on my way back, here come 2 big shots in a big Fleetwood Cadillac and blow dust all over me. And when the dust settled, in the country had them dirt roads, when the dust settled down, then I could see the back of the car. And I see they throw something out the window. I said, wonder where did them big shots throw out that window? And when I went on down there where it was and looked down and did, it was a cigar box.
Hmm.
I said, look here, that's just what I need, so I won't catch no more whoops and I'm gonna make my own guitar. So I made my guitar out of the big shot cigar box.
Is that right? And what'd
That
you
was
use
my
for
first
strings?
guitar. Well, the strings, I wasn't able to buy none.
Uh-huh.
And so my daddy, he used to make that corn liquor, And he come in on a horse wide open for his lunch hour. And he run straight to the back and started getting in that corn liquor, started drinking the corn liquor for his lunch instead of eating. So the horsefly lit on the horse, and bit it. And then I heard the way he was switching his tail and stomping his feet. It made a sound. I said, oh, I wonder what that sound on my guitar made, which you shouldn't have sounded on there. It'd have been better off. So I went and pulled a string out, put on there.
The horsehair.
And then the horse hair out of
Uh-huh.
his tail.
Yeah.
And it made a sound.
Yeah.
So I goes back again, so the horse look around at me, and I said, I ain't gonna hurt you, Mr. Horse, I just want one more strand of hair. And so I pulled that one out. They're very delicate, and you pop on it 2 or 3 times, it pop.
Mm.
And I kept going back and forth, and I pulled a great big bald spot in that horse's tail back there. And I said, oh, I'm gonna get another beating because I know I can't put the broken hair back in the horse's tail.
Uh-uh.
And so my dad had come out through there, he got fired up in the head with that corn liquor. And he came out through there like Roy Rogers, and he jumped on the porch and run and jumped straight up on the horse's back and down through the woods. He
Thought
went
the horse
wide
was
open.
Trigger or something.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, like Roy Rogers jump on Trigger. And that's why I didn't get that whooping.
Oh, he didn't see that little bald spot.
Right.
But you got that guitar working, that cigar box guitar. You got a horsehair strings on it. Huh?
Right, that's what got me going.
I love it. Well, that's
Thank you.
and it kept you going. Though today we got electrification and all these other things.
That's the truth. Makes it much better.
I know that you deal a lot in your blues with love lost and found, and I see you got a song called "Standing at Your Door."
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is that something you could sing for us?
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's the plan.
Exactly. Standing out there at the door, and she don't want to open the door. left me out there howling like a hound.
Play that song, right?
Little Freddie King on American Roots Live. Little Freddie King. I noticed you singing there a little about Highway 61.
Right.
Yeah.
Was my regular route.
Well, so many people got on that route and went up to Chicago or Detroit, but you came the other way. You came down 61 and you took a freight train.
But it was on the rail.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say. So you didn't get right on 61. You got right on the boxcar.
Exactly.
now, how old were you when you first made that ride on a boxcar?
I was 14.
Uh-huh. Came down to New Orleans.
Right. If I ain't mistaken, close as I can put it.
Yeah.
14 years
So
old.
so why come to New Orleans when you're 14?
Well, actually, my school, Liberty Rosenwald High School in Liberty, give a picnic down here. And so I loaded up on a school bus and come on down to the picnic.
Okay, so that was probably on 61 Highway, coming down the school bus route to
Right,
New Orleans.
exactly.
Yeah, but it wasn't a rough hitchhiking deal for that one.
Exactly.
It was the return trip to New Orleans later.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I came down.
Okay.
And when I got here and see things was balling and going, and blooming and everything.
A little more bright
everything.
lights in McComb, Mississippi.
Oh, no. It wasn't no bright lights there. You might see it on the highway, but not where I was living at.
Yeah. But I mean, New Orleans had a little more of the.
Had nothing but some light.
Yeah.
Bright light, big city.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, it went to my brain. I said, wow, this is really what's happening here. It's so convenient. I said, this is the place here for me. I'm going to live here. I'm going to move back here.
You made that decision at 14.
Right.
Okay. So when did you finally get on the boxcar and come back?
So actually, that's the only way I could get back.
Uh-huh.
Because I didn't have bus fare. So I used to hear my dad always talk about him and Uncle Babe and them whatnot. When they get stranded and have money, they would hobo the train. I said, now if my dad and them did it, why I can't do it? So that's what put it in my head, brainwashed me with it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I wind up hitchhiking the train on down.
Is it hard to get on a moving freight train?
Is it hard to get on there?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
They don't slow down in McComb?
That's one of the, no, indeed, that's one of the hardest jobs that you ever want to do.
Uh-huh.
And the reason it made it 10 times harder, that was my first time around trying it, and I was green, you see, didn't know what was what.
Uh-huh.
And I know that I was going to jail. I said, I know I'm going to jail.
You figure the railroad bulls would catch you, or the police
Right,
in the
said,
city, whatever?
They're going to catch and put me in jail. And when they stopped at the box factory, 6 miles south in Magnolia, I know, I said, they're going to find me. And so when they left there, and they didn't check the box car. So then they had some cardboard on the floor. And so I go and get underneath the cardboard so they wouldn't see me. And so I come on down, and they made one other stop. I forget where it was. Made one more other stop. So you come on down, piece further. So I said, oh yeah. I said, my brother-in-law told me to look for Booker T. Washington High School. And so I happened just in time to look out the car door, and that Booker T. Washington High School. I said, well, I got to get off now. I got to bail off now because the next stop is the train station. Then I know they was going to put me in jail. So I jumped off on that man like Superman. And I thought, sure, everything was going to be cool. And when I hit the ground, I was like a spinning top. Tore all my little jeans off of me, just scar dragged me every which way. And when I come back to my senses, I said, Lord, what a rough job my dad and them used to do. And then I staggered on across close enough to see the name of the street. And they said, oh yeah, this is Ahard. And he said, my brother-in-law said, go down 2 blocks and you'll see Magnolia Street and make a right turn. Goes down there to Magnolia Street, made a right turn, and goes on up. And all the houses painted you the same thing, Battleship Gray. And all of them made the same way. Double side.
Yeah, those double-side shotgun houses.
Double side.
Yeah.
And so I was new here, and I was afraid, I said, nah, I can't stand in one spot. I said, cause whoever live in here, they'll come out, and probably put some bullets in me or kill me or something. So I kept walking up and down the street. So they had this bad car 17, a big black car with a white star. and a half moon on it. I see the car sitting over there, and so I walked back and forth, and then they blow the siren. So that took my attention, and I look around. He said, "Hey, boy, come in." I goes over there to the car. I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Boy, now, we've been watching you a long time. So whose house you trying to break in and burglarize it? Or who is you trying to rob and hold up and kill?" I said, "Nobody." He said, "Well, all right, you gonna go to jail." So he said, where you from anyway?" I said, "I'm from McComb, Mississippi." So he had his partner in there with him. He said, "You from McComb?" I said, "Yes, sir, I'm from McComb, Mississippi." So why are you down here? I said, "I come down here for to catch up with my brother-in-law and my sister." So you have a sister and brother-in-law here? I said, "Yep." I said, "What's your brother-in-law name?" I said, "Harry Howard." I said, "What's your sister name?" I said, "Jessie Howard." "Where your brother-in-law work at?" I said, "He's a longshoreman work on the riverfront." "Where your sister work at?" I said, "She work in Tulane University." "Okay, well, we're going to give you a break, boy. So we're going to let you go now. I said, but when we come back through here, and if you was out here, we're going to put you in jail." And so when they came back, they hauled off and snatched him in the car. I said, "Uh-oh, I know I'm going now." And the guy said, "We're going to wait a little while, boy." I said, "Now, if your sister don't show up, we bring you on to jail." I said, "Yes, sir." So here come my sister coming with a little green uniform on, hopping down there. She went right up on the step to open the key, and, take the key and open the door. He said, "Hey, miss." Police said, "Hey, miss, come in." She said, "What I done done? What I done done, officer?" He said, "You ain't did nothing." And when she looked in the back of the car, she seen me. He said, "Oh, Lord have mercy." Said, "That's my brother. What you bring him to jail for? He don't bother nobody." Said, "No." Said, "We ain't gonna bring him to jail since you showed up. Because you was the one he was looking for."
Mm-hmm.
So I was a lucky cat.
Man, you were lucky, but those are tough days for that kind of thing. This is probably early 1950s, I guess, probably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
right.
I'm glad that
1957.
I'm glad that your sister showed up. And I'm glad that you're here with the band. You did a song about love, trying to find love, and there's a lot of songs in the blues about romance. There's a few about finance, too. You got a song called Pocketful of Money.
Right.
That's one of yours, right?
Okay, all
Yeah?
right.
Is that, you wrote Pocketful of Money?
Yes, indeed. I had a pocket full of money, and I'm telling you the truth, I didn't have sense enough to keep it in my pocket.
Uh-huh.
I would take them when I run into them, the right one, then I dump my pocket to them.
So it was romance and finance. Huh? All right. Well,
Just let me come inside. I got plenty of money, babe. Just let me come inside. Well, if you let me come inside, I'll dump all my pockets for you. Spend a while. Spend a while. Then dance all night. Where's Amy coming? I got a pocket full of money. Where's Amy coming? I got a pocket full of money. Well, if you let me come inside, little girl, you can get it all.
Yeah, little Freddie King here on American Roots Live at Maroney Studios. Freddie, I see you got a skeleton hanging from your microphone stand there.
Yeah, man, that's Dr. Bone there.
Yeah.
He always loved to help me sing.
Is that right?
He loved to help me sing.
It's always good
But
to look at a skeleton. It kind of just reminds you of the basic human structure, you know?
He really been through some tribulation there.
Yeah.
Just like me.
Yeah, I
He
know.
always getting his arm broke. He always getting shot and getting his head busted with hammers.
Yeah. Yeah, the blues has helped you heal.
He is a strong blues man, and he been a real dependable singer.
Yeah.
Dependable. He ain't missed no jobs, hardly.
Yeah.
Except when he was in the hospital. Dr. Wacko, he been doctoring on it, keeping them together.
Yeah. Well, I mean, next to that skeleton, you're looking really good. You got the multicolored jacket, the red guitar, the shades, the Panama hat.
Kind of correspond, kind of match.
Yeah, man, it all looks good. You got a little leopard spot there down in your patent leather shoes. Everything looks good. Now, behind you is the man who's been working with you. You mentioned Wacko Wade, and he's got a shirt covered with skulls too. What's the deal, Wacko? Are you just trying to stay in sync? What's up?
No, Dr. Bones gave me this for Christmas.
Oh, is that right? Oh, it's very generous
That's
of
a
Dr.
Christmas
Bones.
present.
I'm carrying on the tradition.
Uh-huh. And in case you didn't realize it out there in Radio Land, Wacko is the man who has been keeping time there on the back line, and he's worked with little Freddie over the years. How does a man get a name like Wacko?
I tell you what, God just sent him.
Uh-huh.
Just sent him to me.
Uh-huh.
And he's one of the best guys in the world.
Yeah.
And he definitely books plenty of jobs.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. But as far as that name, I mean, was his name on his shirt when he arrived as Wacko, or how did he arrive?
I learned that name later.
Oh, okay.
And I said, why they call you Wacko, man? He said, because I be whacking on drums all the time.
Uh-huh. Can you verify that, Wacko?
That sounds good to me. I got a different version, but I like that version.
You're a native New Orleanian?
Right here.
Yeah. How'd you first met?
Concrete under my feet.
Uh-huh. How did you first meet little Freddie?
Let's see. Volkswagen.
Uh-huh.
1971 Volkswagen.
Yeah.
I needed it fixed. I needed a generator. Freddie was fixing generators.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a mechanic, man. So I went over to see Freddie to fix the car. And he said he played guitar. And I looked at him, I said, ain't no way you play guitar. Because he's full of grease. You look like a mechanic.
Uh-huh.
He had little pixies and full of grease. I said, ain't no way you play guitar. He said, yeah, I do. I said, well, you got to learn how to play guitar. He said, yeah, I do. I said, well, you got to learn how to play guitar. He said, yeah, I do. I said, well, you got to learn how to play guitar. He said, yeah, I do. I said, well, you got to learn how to play guitar. He said, yeah, I do. So he says, you want to play with me? I said, yeah. I said, go home and get your guitar, and I'll bring my drums tomorrow, and we'll have a little practice. I want to see how you sound. So Freddie says, well, I'd like to hear how you sound.
That sounds fair.
That's how we met at where he worked at, the shop he worked at.
Uh-huh.
And from then on, when I heard him play, I said, that's it. Because I was used to playing R&B.
Uh-huh.
B3 organs, horn sections, pounding my butt off, trying to cut through all that noise.
I know what you mean.
And when I met him, I said, geez, man, I ain't got to do nothing.
I can't tell if you're being modest or you're making this up.
No, all I had to do was follow him, man. It was so clean and simple. It was KISS, keep it simple. I finally found it,
Uh-huh.
But playing with all those big horn bands and all, shoot.
Yeah.
Used to play with Frankie Ford and Freddie Fenton, and people used to blow you out the room,
Yeah. Well, those are some interesting people, though. Freddie Fenton from Texas, down on the border, and for Frankie Ford, I guess, from right across the river on the West Bank and all that. But now you're hanging in with little Freddie and, making it go.
The thing that got me with Freddie was he says, can you play the Jazz Fest with me? I said, what? The Jazz Fest? Man, look, the Jazz Fest. You played the Jazz Fest? He says, yeah, I've been playing there since 1971. Or 1970 when they started.
Yeah, that's been a long while.
Quinn had asked him to play.
Uh-huh.
And I said, dude, I'm with you. If you playing the Jazz Fest, I'm with you.
Yeah. Well, y'all been together a long time, and you still seem to get along.
27 years.
Is that right? No bullets flown between you?
No.
Maybe around you from other people, but not between you.
Every once in a while, every one, maybe twice, we bit our tongue with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, no more.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're glad to hear that. Hey, I think we ought to jump ahead to Born Dead. Is that going to be all right? Can we do that?
Yeah.
So let me pick it up. Little Freddie, you got a song called Born Dead. We were
Right.
talking about skeletons that are living. So what is Born Dead?
But Born Dead is a man in Mississippi have to work so hard and everything. And he said you just might as well be born dead. You wouldn't have to do all that hard work.
Yeah, you can jump right past it and go onto the other side.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Little Freddie King and the band here at Maroney Studios on American Roots Live.
Why was I born down in Mississippi town? Black man have to work just like a slave. Why was I born down in Mississippi town? Black man have to work just like a slave. Black man in Mississippi might as well be black baby was born. Doctor had to smack him so he could cry. That when the baby died. Well, you know my way is awful hard. Know my way is awful hard. Well, you know a black man in Mississippi might as well be bone dead. Why was I born down in Mississippi town? Black man have to work just like a slave. Why was I born down in Mississippi town? Black man have to work just like a slave. Yeah, you know a black man in Mississippi might as well be bone dead. You know you better be careful what you do or say. If not, they will hang you in your own backyard. Black man have to work just like a slave. Well, you know a black man in Mississippi might as well be bone dead.
Born Dead, little Freddie King, singing about the deep troubles
Yes, indeed.
and attitudes. How long ago did you write that one, Freddie?
I'm telling you, it's in me, you know.
Yeah.
It's in me because I lived it, born in it, and worked it in it.
Mm-hmm. And nowadays, when people are beginning to maybe get a little more consciousness about all these things that happened because of racism, to hear a blues like that really lays it right down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it touches the heart, you know. If it don't touch his heart, there's something wrong with it.
Mm. So maybe the blues could help heal some people who have an attitude.
And actually, the blues, it don't touch a lot of them because they don't know anything about the blues because they didn't have to go through those changes.
Mm.
See, they had a rich mother, either a rich father, and they didn't have to work like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if they had to go through that, then they would have the blues.
Mm. Mm. But you're making people aware of what you experienced and you saw, so at least maybe that reaches some people that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, just the name Born Dead is a pretty heavy name about the nature of life.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
But you've been able to live the life of a blues man,
That's the
and
fact.
your
That's the truth.
people love you, and you seem always pretty happy to me. So you kind of been able to cross over to a good life through the blues.
That's the truth. That is the truth.
I mean, I don't want to make it up for you, but that's my impression.
And I appreciate that to the house because you definitely got that right.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Now, I know you got a tune here called "Walk with Freddie."
Right.
Now, I'm gonna guess that's like a kind of a little dance tune shuffle, or maybe you want everyone to join right in behind you and follow you down the street. What's "Walk with Freddie" about?
Well, actually, you got to walk with me, got to do that walk with me.
Oh, is that right?
Got to do that walk with me.
Yeah.
And see, do that walk every time it rains. I got to do little things.
Now, does the band know how to walk with you?
Right, they got to walk with me too.
Yeah. And everyone out there listening on the radio, they're going to do some walking as well, I think.
Now that'll make you feel good.
All right.
We all have walked together and they make you think we're the blues circle line.
There you go. Yeah. A New Orleans original. I like that idea. All right. Little Freddie King.
Blues circle line.
All right. All right. Let's walk with Freddie.
All right.
Walking with Freddie. The whole world is walking with Freddie right now.
Good.
Yeah, we're all walking along.
That
Freddie,
make me feel good.
you think so? We got a couple of guys here in the band that have been walking with you for a while. Bobby Lewis on harp,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. How long you been involved with Freddie King here?
I've been with Freddie for a while, 25 years maybe.
Yeah, that's a while.
Yeah, Freddie used to come out and I used to play on the streets on Royal Street, and Freddie used to come listen to us out there on Royal Street. And then after Percy passed away, that was Freddie's harmonica player. Freddie asked me to play the jazz, just like Wade. He asked me to play the jazz festival with them, and I said, well, yeah, I think I can do that gig.
Yeah, and you got to audition him in the street, which is the important place to do the audition, I'm sure. Hold that crowd going down Royal. That's good.
A lot of hard work playing the streets, man. Yeah.
Are you from New Orleans originally?
I'm from Boston, Massachusetts.
Is that right?
Yeah, I used to be a road man. I used to road manage Ronnie Earl.
Okay.
Yeah, you know Ronnie?
I know the name.
Jerry Portnoy, Daryl Newlish, all them, Pierre Hansen, Steve Gomes, all them cats.
Sure.
They were on Blacktop Records back then. That was Norman and Hammond Scott on that label. And, so we used to come down here and make records, and they used to play the festival. I think they backed up Earl King a couple of years, and so we would come here and make records, and we'd be here maybe for a week at a time or a little longer. It was a long time on the road. Like everybody else, I was infatuated and intoxicated by New Orleans. And I went, man, I'm going to move to New Orleans. I didn't have to hop a freight train, though. I drove a Toyota. Yeah, I had it made, Freddie. You're right.
As long as you got here, I think that's the main thing. Well, New Orleans is very generous. If you put in the time to be here and do something, you become a local. And, and I always tell natives, how many times did you move here?
I ain't leaving. I got my little piece of the rock, and I've been here for 31 years or something like that. I ain't going nowhere, man. I plan on dying here. I hope it ain't for a long, long time.
Yeah, don't plan on doing that too soon.
But not soon, hopefully. But this is my home here. I ain't going no place.
Well, it sounds to me like you've shed. If you had a Boston accent, you seem like you've become a New Orleans speaker.
A couple of drinks and I can still back into that Boston accent. Park the car and all that.
Right. Well, we're glad you're blowing some harmonica here. That's great.
Well, thanks. Thanks for having me.
It's great to see you. And then we got Robert Snow over there on bass.
Yeah, I'm the baby in the band.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been watching Freddie for years, and I played in many bands around town. And they got me in about a little over a year ago.
About 2 years.
Yeah. But, yeah, about almost 2 years, yeah. Really? It seems time flies.
And Freddie's holding up the fingers now.
Yeah, he's helping me out.
He's doing sign language over there.
Helping me out.
Now, where are you from?
I'm from New Orleans.
You are from New Orleans. Yeah. You say New Orleans.
I say New Orleans, yeah.
New Orleans has about 5 different pronunciations.
Yeah, it depends on what neighborhood. I'm from the lower Ninth Ward.
Okay.
If you're from the Irish Channel. I think you live there. Mm-hmm. They say it a little different.
Yeah, no, that's true. And, and Jelly Roll used to call it New Orleans.
Yeah. Bobby Hebert, our famous quarterback, says New Orleans.
Yeah.
New Orleans.
And then the Uptowners sometimes say New Orleans.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. And
Mid-City's a little different. We all can barely understand each other.
Actually, I think people get along surprisingly well here. Maybe better than a lot of other cities because there's so much culture that's shared.
Yeah, right.
Whether it's the carnival or the second line, or all the different kinds of music. I mean, it's not perfect. We just have to keep working on it. But we do have, through disasters, whether it's Katrina or COVID, some sense of things that we all do together and would like to have happen.
That's right.
For the city and its future. Well, it's great you guys are here. We appreciate it. It's all good.
Thank you.
Look, Freddie, I see you got a song that addresses the tough stuff on the street here. Crackhead Joe.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's not a McComb, Mississippi blues.
No.
That's a big bad city blues.
Right, it was right down there in the ghettos there on Parker Street.
Mm-hmm.
Claiborne Avenue.
Yeah. So you're gonna sing to it.
Used to come through my alley with that crack,
Uh-huh.
and he'd be shooting up through my ceiling out there.
Mm.
And then I'd be on my way early that morning, 7 o'clock, going to work, and guess what? The first thing I see laying on the ground, cardboard box, Crackhead Joe.
Yeah. So tell us about him in song, huh? You're gonna sing it to us, yeah?
As bad crackhead Joe.
Taking on the city life with the blues there.
That's the truth.
Letting people know what is happening. Before we go, we got a little country tune, but I wanted to mention, we talked about your love of the blues and finding the blues and making your guitar, but you mentioned to me that you used to listen to the Grand Ole Opry growing up.
Right. I used to love to hear the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah.
I used to love my boy Roy Clark.
Oh, guitar playing, great.
All them guys was really good.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't miss them.
Is that right? Well, they told some good stories,
After we was able to get a black and white TV.
Oh, you're talking about watching them on TV.
Right.
No,
but the other time, when they first came out, we had the little radio.
Oh, little radio, huh?
Little antique radio, and you put a battery in the back of it.
Uh-huh. But did
I would get whoopings about that because I would run down my dad's battery, and he'd be wanting to come hear the ball game.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, so you want the Opry, he wants the ball game.
Right.
And you only got one radio? I think Daddy usually wins. But, one of the things I remember on the old Grand Ole Opry was DeFord Bailey used to play the fox hunt. And he represented really the only African-American on the Opry consistently for a long time. And there was some troubles and bitterness and then finally reconciliation. But he was famous for playing the fox hunt. And I noticed that you do the fox hunt.
Right.
Now, is that something you heard on the Opry, or did you pick it up in the countryside?
Something that I put together myself.
Oh, a different fox.
Uh-huh.
A different hunt. Yeah. So before we go,
See, the other fox hunt would not. I used to listen at my dad would play that.
Oh, is that right?
It's the hound jumping the fox.
Uh-huh. So it comes right out of the family then.
Right. It's all the way different, but it still was fox hunt.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, it sounds like your daddy was kind of tough sometimes, but you also listened to him and learned a lot from him.
Yes, he used to play the harmonica too and play the guitar.
Uh-huh. Did he ever get to hear you really play the blues?
Oh, no.
Yeah, he didn't last that long in life.
And if you notice the song listing, it's about farm animals. His country growing up.
Right.
He relates to, the chicken.
Yeah, we heard about the tough frog.
Frogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything's about his childhood.
Yeah. Well, it's good to remember those old days when you're living in the big city. We don't have too many fox hunts right around here.
That's true.
At least with the four-legged foxes.
There you go. A four-legged fox.
Yeah.
But not like the two-legged fox. I done got too old now.
Okay.
I done got old enough. I done made 40 twice, so that's a little bit too old to cut the mustard anymore.
Oh, now. Uh-huh.
Do that fox on, Freddie. Freddie, do the fox on.
All right. We want to hear the fox sound. All right.
No, it didn't catch you too fast for me. Freddie, Freddie, did you catch that fox? No, it didn't catch you too fast for me. Freddie, Freddie, where you been? Been fox hunting, I'm going again. Freddie, Freddie, where you going? We're going back home to rest my bones.
Oh, yeah, the Fox Hunt. Little Freddie King here at Maroney Studios in New Orleans on American Roots Live. And it is about that time, gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming out.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, and thank you so much.
Wacko Wade back there on the drums, Bobby Lewis on harp, Robert Snow on bass, and little Freddie King on the big red electric guitar playing the blues.
All righty.
On the behalf of the New Orleans Jazz National Historical Park, we would like to thank you for tuning into The Golden Hour, hosted by Nick Spitzer from American Roots radio station, and we want to thank Little Freddie King for putting on this amazing show. Have a great night.
All right, Jade, thank you so much. Gentlemen, we got a little more ability here. We have a little more energy here where we could do the shuffle sideways on out of here. Did that work for you all? I think that means yes.
Freddie,
Little Freddie King.
All right.
Lord have mercy, beaucoup.
All right. Oh, you're French now.
Oh, yeah, a little franglais for everybody out there in Radio Land.
That's all right. That's on the ball, Nick.
Good day and good night from American Roots Live.